Let's welcome the Charity Ambassador of PM International, Miss Vicki Zorg.
If we save the day, we save forever.
Thank you.
In the end,
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Wow. What an incredible day we have had already. I even got thrown out of my comfort zone before in my non-singing dress. Just got to adapt to the situation, you know? Great to see everyone here. It was such an incredible evening last night with all of you to celebrate into the Leadership Weekend with the most valuable people, you in our business, making dreams come true all around the world for so many. And of course, I'm here to talk to you about a decision. One decision. When we get up out of bed on those really tough days and we take that first step and we decide to make our beds, those little decisions on a consistent basis can change everything. And as we just saw 20 years ago, when Rolf decided we would give back with every product sold to give an hour of life, look what that's done on a consistent basis over the last 20 years. 900 million hours of life. I can't say it enough. Wow. That's 102,740 years that we've given to the children that we've been sponsoring throughout the last 20 years. 102,740 years. I mean, that's just like, woof, you get like goosebumps everywhere. Today, we're in 25 countries with 40 area programs that we sponsor with World Vision. 6,000 sponsored children we are affecting. 6,000 is a number that when you look deeper, there's so much more. I'll tell you a little tiny secret a little later on in my speech. But 6,000 children, 6,000 brothers and sisters, other children that live in the area projects, that because of what we're doing on a daily basis, providing fresh water, providing schools, providing hygiene training, all of these things, we don't shut out a child in that community if they're not our sponsored children. They get to participate in everything we do, and that is why we are affecting over 247,000 people in our area projects all over the world. It started really tiny. It's just like with us. We signed up in as a team partner or we signed in as a manager, and we started little baby steps, and PM did the same thing. In 2003, after the decision, we sponsored between 2003 and 2013, 400 sponsored children. It's awesome. We were growing. Our child sponsorships were growing, and with each new one, we were excited. From 2013 to 2016, we increased 1,000 sponsorships with our children. And we started to think, okay, how can we maximize what we're doing? NTC, you know, we're all about NTC in our products, in our core competence with our business and marketing, being the best in one niche. And this is part of that, saying we want to affect a whole area. We want to affect everything in that area by taking children together, not just 1 here, 5 there, 10 there, but concentrated in area projects where we can have the maximum impact for everyone living in those areas. Five years ago, interestingly enough, we had 1,800 sponsored children. 1,800, 1,800, 5 years ago. That means in the last 5 years alone, we donated over 70% of all of our donations just in those 5 years because of your efforts, because of your daily method of operation, because of each sold FitLine product that you're bringing out into the marketplace. That is incredible. In the last 5 years. You talk about change, you talk about making dreams come true. That is exactly what you're doing every single day. By loving your FitLine products, by taking them out in the marketplace, by sharing our unique business opportunity, giving people a chance that are so insecure in today's marketplace in the world, not knowing where their next meal is going to come from, not knowing where their next income check is going to come from. But we are offering that opportunity, and at the same time, that's why I love it so much. It's NTC, it's maximum. It's magnification of everything that we're doing to then at the same time be able to sponsor those most needed children in the world to change their lives and give them a chance that they may have never had. I just want to give you another glimpse of some of the work we've been doing and the philosophy and the thought process behind that. Film up.
I think it became super clear on my very first charity trip when I went to India. That was the first place that I had gone after taking over the role and starting the PM We Care. And when we went to the village where they greeted us, all the village was there, all the children were there. They were really skeptical at first. And then you could just see when they realized that we were there to support them, the impact, the smiles, they just started and they kept coming and they loosened up. But I think what mostly impacted me on that day was by one specific little boy. He kept coming and shaking my hand saying, thank you, thank you. And so he was coming with me, and the whole time he's holding my hand, I'm thinking, this little boy, his hands were so hard from working in the rock quarries. You knew his whole life, his whole childhood was just about that, to survive. Yeah, that was one of the most impactful things right at the beginning that got to me, because I realized that with our support, that we could change that for him.
That one decision, yeah, the one decision that Rolf made, a decision that he made to take a step to the future and help the most vulnerable children, to say, we are PM, we're gonna change lives, but not only our lives, we're gonna change those who wouldn't even have a chance. So, Rolf, thank you.
So when we saw our first success with PM International, I also realized that there's people in the world that we cannot really help with our products or with our business model to improve life quality or life standards. So looking a little bit further behind the curtain, I realized there's really people that are super desperate, and we have the opportunity to go one step further to help them too.
I think the idea to start, because we always, as soon as the company became profitable, we started locally giving to local charities and supporting them and so on, just around the German area where the company started. And the thought process was, okay, we can do it. Like, we have something to give, so what can we do? And we have so many people that have such good hearts that they're going to be happy about that too. The biggest challenge has been really getting everything together and focused on one common ground between our partnership and the projects that we want to follow that make sense to us. With food and nutrition, with fresh
Just
water.
giving you a little
and
glimpse
education and child
into
protection.
our new documentary that is 20 minutes that will be soon on your PMTV, so you can watch more in depth, learn a little bit more about what's behind the scenes, and dig a little deeper, and even show people that you want to take that extra step with our charity documentary video. Yeah. And yeah. Thank you. And there are two components of why this is all happening. Number one, because of each product sold that you're taking and doing every single day. Please don't forget that. And our partner of 20 years, World Vision, who has been at our side, who we've been working hand in hand, who go out in the field where I've seen their teams out there in the trenches with our sponsored children and their families to make and realize things that we can't realize, but we have them as a trusted partner to be able to do so. So please help me welcome Manager of Event Project Philanthropy, Oliver Müller from World Vision.
We say forever.
Hi. Hi, Vicki.
Hi. What?
So good to see you.
Yeah, great to have you here.
Thanks.
Yeah, special year this year, 20 years of partnership with PM International and World Vision.
Yep.
We're so proud to be the largest corporate sponsor with you and to be able to make that kind of donation. And this year we've decided to do something a little different and special. As you know, at the Anniversary Congress, we started 800 new sponsorships with World Vision, totaling our 6,000 sponsorships. And then we started to think, what could we make even more special on our 30th year anniversary, closing the year out, to even go in more depth in some of our area projects. So we have a little surprise. Today, we wanted to announce and give a little insight on 3 special projects that we're donating to within our area projects to even take the extra step of support for our sponsored children in those areas. So Oliver, I'm going to hand over the mic to you to give us a little insight on our 3 projects that we've specially chosen for the next year to really make that help even more.
Thanks so much, Vicki. I'm more than happy to present you 3 special projects where PM will going to support. And we start with Cambodia. Cambodia is in one of the lowest, or has one of the lowest literacy rates in the Asian country. And I remember one quote from Rolf last week on social media where it says, everything you need, you have, and everything you don't have, you can learn. So it's, in our context, it's about education, right? So we like to develop people and to help them to improve their God-given talent. So, and that we will do this in Asia. And as I mentioned, there are many dropouts who do not finish secondary school, and there are only a few who go further education after graduation from school. And this means we have a very large number of young people working in the low-wage sector, and this is often unable to make a living on this income. So the main reason for this is a lack of skills and qualification. So how is PM going to support these people? So we will select and support at least 95 vulnerable children, actually not children, but young people between the age of 15 and 24 in the slum area of Phnom Penh, the main capital. We will support them with vocational training, on-the-job training, and relevant life skills to achieve skilled labor employment. And the first outcome of this should be, after a successful participation in this program, the participants will be well prepared and positioned at the labor market in Phnom Penh. So maybe it's similar to the business with PM. It's more or less all about local ownership, right? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, changing mindsets is an essential thing. And to play an active part and to take responsibility for my own development.
Yeah, and that's right in our area, city slum, where we have our 500 sponsored children already.
Right. So that's the first project, yes. Cambodia,
yes.
Health. So we have another project, right?
Yes.
So we continue and travel from Asia to Latin America, Bolivia. So, and in Bolivia, it's about water, and water is life, right? It's simply like that. There's no water, there's no life. So what I didn't know, that in Bolivia is the second most vulnerable country to the consequences of global warming in South America. And in this context, the population of San Jose Chiquitos, where we are working, this is a part of an ecosystem that represents the largest dry tropical forest in the world. But unfortunately, the community experiencing a serious water deficit, and due to the drought and to the exposure to forest fires and with the expansion of the agriculture sector. So how is PM supporting these people? So what we are doing is, number one goal, strengthening resilience to disaster and climate risks. That's really important. And our main activity will be bringing access to more than 8,000 people access to water, which is really makes a difference, right?
Yes.
So we will construct 3 huge water tanks, for example, which contain 25,000 liters. We will protect and create new water sources. And of course, we will do a lot of training, workshops in disaster risk management, and organizing water committees for operation and maintenance. So that's the second one in Bolivia.
Yes.
So that's about water.
Where our new area project is.
Yeah.
And then the third one.
And the third one. Now we are going to Africa, yes. To Zimbabwe. So, I mean, when I got ill right now, an ambulance will be here within 10 minutes, right? So, but the situation in Zimbabwe is completely different. So, where we are located in the southwest, there is no health care at all. So, which means people are suffering because they are missing a good health care. And that means, for example, children are not vaccinated at all, and mothers, women must give birth at home, which means a lot of risks. So, how is PM supporting this area? Well, we will construct a clinic, which means a huge impact for the local people. And we will construct accommodations as well for the staff, because someone has to work and even to live there, right?
Yes.
So at the end, more than 2,600 people, especially women and children, will benefit from this important access to healthcare facilities. And I'm sure, quite sure, that you will not improve only the lives, you will definitely save lives in that region.
Absolutely. And it was exciting because I was in the area, I met the women empowerment group that is already working, and we're striving to be able to build this health clinic, and just didn't have the means. So that was close to my heart when to say, let's do that as one of our special projects for the 30th year anniversary. And to conclude, for those 3 projects, and including our 6,000 sponsored children, I am privileged on behalf of Rolf, on behalf of all of you and all of our team partners and customers out there, to present you with a check for our 2024 donations, coming right behind me any second now. Any second, my check.
One more second.
Yeah,
Ah,
thank you.
wow.
So, Rolf, don't look. We're very proud.
Okay, we do
And
it privately, right?
Yeah. We're very honored to be able to present World Vision
Oh, wow.
with 2.7 million
Hey.
euros for the sponsored children and our new projects for 2024. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Wow.
This is your work.
Hey.
This is because of you that we're able to do such an amazing thing for others that never may have had a chance. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
PM. What a great impact.
Thank
wow.
you so much. Thank you. Good. Thank you. Thank you, Oliver. Thank you so much.
So from the bottom of my heart, I have definitely to say the last sentence.
Yes, sure.
From the bottom of my heart, I would really like to thank you, PM International, Vicki and Rolf, for your compassion for the great vulnerable children, for the needest vulnerable children worldwide.
Thank you.
And I'm really thankful for that, and even for the 20-year cooperation. So thanks a lot. Thanks for your support.
Thank you so much. Wow, I have so many highlights, I don't even know what to do. You know? 900 million hours of life, 2.7 million donations. And you know what's really interesting in what we found out? I asked Oliver, how many children since 2003 actually have gone through the World Vision program as our sponsored children? Anybody want to know that number? Can you imagine that if I added that number to our 6,000 sponsored children, I would come to a total number of 8,000 sponsored children? 2,000 children have already gone through the program with World Vision because of you and have graduated into adults, thriving adults in their community. And excitingly enough, we know that minimum 300 of you have taken the responsibility for a sponsored child yourselves. So that is incredible. However, I know there are so many more that have sponsored children, but we just don't know. So if you would, send me an email, charity@pminternational.com. Contact me in Facebook, in Instagram. No matter where, tell your sales director. We really want to know how big the real impact is from your extra contribution of you with your sponsored children directly. And I'll give you a tip. If you go to our FitLine shop, there's a section called Charity. There's a charity page that tells you all these updates and everything that's happening, and there's videos and there's updates. And right in there, you can click or direct your team partners or anyone who would like to sponsor a child with World Vision. They can click right on our charity webpage, and they go directly to World Vision. And we can track that so we know the impact that we're having and don't have to ask in advance. Okay? Agreed? When I think of Rise, when I think of Go 5 billion in sales over the next 5 years, I'm thinking of the number of our sponsored children and everything that we are going to affect. And it starts right now in December. It starts right now, stretching and never giving up till the last second until midnight on June 2nd. To make your dreams come true in this December for 2023 to lay the path for 2025, and we'll be on our way to the 5 billion. My last topic is really close to my heart. You may have gotten an email, and directly following, you'll be getting an SMS, a text message from me. And it has to do with gifting our sponsored children, those 600 sponsored children, with an essential birthday gift in 2024. Now, you guys get the sneak preview. You guys are able to pre-order your charity t-shirts and other accessoires that we've made for you, a shoulder strap for your phone or for your demo bag to show your pride. And we designed it a little bit different. At the promo stand, you can see them, feel them, touch them, with our Pride of FitLine and Give an Hour of Life for each product sold, to be able to gift our 6,000 sponsored children an essential gift for next year. And it always sticks in my mind, and it was my trip to Tanzania, where when we go there, we have that birthday celebration and give the children the gifts. But this one particular place we went in Tanzania, it was visiting a school, and they told us how they have to go to the local river, you may have seen it in one of the videos, and fetch pails of water in order to get their bathrooms, their toilets, and hand washing facilities in use, because they didn't have running water yet. There were 10 buckets on the premises. That means 10 children, only 10 children, had buckets from their home. So imagine 10 buckets, 60 liters of water had to be carried up about 500 meters 3 times a day in order to provide enough water so they can have clean hands and go to the bathroom. And one of those essential gifts last year was a bucket, so that everybody could go down and help, so that everybody could get water. And it wouldn't be so difficult for the 10 that only had the buckets. So it's little things, it's essential things that we're working towards by your purchase of the charity Share Your Love campaign shirts. And it's your privilege to be able to pre-order them here today, and then the regular campaign for the rest of the team partners out there in February, as usual, to be able to give these really essential gifts to our sponsored children. So I thank you for that support. And of course, on our way to sponsoring 10,000 children long-term with PM International, I'm so excited. Go 5 billion, 3 billion. We can start at 3 billion. Is that okay? Is that fair? We start at 3 billion, right? And see where we go from there, like the shining star that each and every one of you are. Thank you so much for your support, your dedication, and your love for FitLine and for PM, and for your loyalty to Rolf and myself. Thank you so much.
We save the day. We save forever.
Thank you.
We save the world.
Thank you, Vicki Nord.
Thank you.